And we're in. Chat up, chat up, chat's up. Thanks, computer. Thank you, computer. I'm very late today, chat. Very late. My computer's like, what's going on? Oh yeah. My show's on, as Meggie says. Where art thou, Megas? Welcome back. Alright, everything's pretty much going. Alrighty. I just don't want to do a mic check for y'all. But it's fine, we're fine. I was kind of washed out over here. I won't mess with my settings. Real quick. Real quick. Oh wait, I don't even use this camera. I forget how it works. It's okay, I'm just gonna do this. Just turn the ISO down. That's all I can do. But let's get started. I don't know if I changed my tags on YouTube, but it is what it is. We're making something kind of easy today. Cheers! See, no enchiladas tonight, because I'm starting to realize that the reason why my tummy be hurting is because I'm putting salt and tomato juice in my drinks too much. But this is fine. This is like, I mean, if you know what Modelo tastes like, this is fine. Acceptable little light drink. Acceptable. The smallest little broccoli I have, because I'm only making one portion right now. So I got a whole head, napa cabbage, 1 carrot, some broccoli, green onions. If you have mushrooms, add mushrooms. Mushrooms are bomb in yakisoba, and honestly I should have gotten some today. But my partner doesn't like mushrooms, so I don't think about them a lot. I just look at them now, because I'll be the only one eating them. My chicken is defrosting, so look at this beautiful head of napa I've retrieved from the grocery. It's very cute, very cutesy. I'm gonna rip off these ones on the outside because it took some damage to be where we're at today. We're gonna save them for my stock later, because you know I'm a stock girl. I'll be stocking and walking and washing my veggies like a good Samaritan, like a good cook that cares. Just kidding. So I also want to use the remainder of this cabbage for a few things. I'm kind of pulling, can't see, but I'm pulling each little individual leaf or cart to make sure I'm getting it all washed up. If there are bugs in my food, oh well. only thing I don't want is like some listeria or something. The rest of my veggies are washed though, because I wash those when I get them. And I'm looking for a towel. So today I wasn't originally going to do anything that called for yakisoba noodles because I spent all day yesterday looking for some and could not find any. They had udon, ramen, rice noodle, no yakisoba, like no soba at all. So I gave up, but then today I ran to the store and got myself something that is close. These have the noodles in them, those noodles I want. It came with seasonings also, but to keep it basic and explain what sauces I'm using, I'm going to use the sauces I have and probably save these seasonings and sauces for another time. We're just going to sit in my fridge until I feel like I could throw it in something and it will taste good. I thought about trying the sauce in here, but yeah, we're not going to. Right? I'm like, usually they sell yakisoba noodles, so this is just pro tip, I guess. You gotta go to the Asian market near you if you want to find some just like in bulk. These are like ready to go, pop in the microwave type, which is cool and all. But we are just, I guess you could do this and add your own veggies also, your own protein. My protein is still defrosting, so while it's running under some water, I'm going to cut my veggies up for the stir fry and pull out my ingredients to show you guys what I'm working with. Let's see. There's different type of soba noodles. There's buckwheat, which are a more dense wheat based. Yakisoba though is, I believe it's not buckwheat, it's just regular wheat. It's mostly egg though. There's a lot of egg in it. But for this they use turmeric color. Oh. I'm already burping. Actually, it looks like there's no egg in here. It's only wheat. Different wheat, though. Yeah, this is... So we have some Napa cabbage. I'm gonna get myself a cutting board and get to work. Because this is not gonna be that hard. I'm trying to cook something that is sustainable within the kitchen of a busy person. So also this recipe technically comes from a restaurant I've worked at, and the only thing I don't have for this recipe is sake, rice wine. So the sake helps give it this, it helps with cooking it, but it will be fine. It's literally just a cooking process. Like, all of it burns off anyways when you cook it, and it's to give it that extra steam, give it this. When you're cooking in a wok, you're going to use a lot of sake to prevent sticking also. I'm using, you know, my trusty dandy Teflon infused non-stick, so I don't have to worry too much about that. What? I just grabbed the can. I'm trying to be cute out here. Sometimes I just feel cute. Alright, these are still dripping, I guess. So our sauce is going to consist of oyster sauce, hoisin, and for dry seasonings, I'm going to go ahead and use white pepper, salt, and it's all going to come together. In a separate pan though, we're going to have water boiling for our noodles. The noodles, you're going to want to make sure they're nice and soft, not too soft. But you're going to want them to be a little soft because you only throw them in at the, well, you're after you're done cooking all your stir fry. You throw the noodles in after, and you toss it real quick, and it's done. Okay. You don't want your noodles sticking to your pan. It just ain't it. So we got oyster and hoisin. What's up, Jerry? I'm gonna set this over here. For one order, you could do about a half tablespoon or a full tablespoon, depending on how saucy you want yours to be. But the oyster sauce is gonna be mostly where all your salt comes from. So when you are doing this, the hoisin is going to balance out the saltiness because it's sweet. It's a plum sauce. It's made from fruit, believe it or not. So those combined are gonna give you your yakisoba flavors that you want along with the veggies. It's a very simple flavor, but I am also adding white pepper, just as an extra level. White pepper is used in a lot of Asian cooking, but you want to be careful with using white pepper because if you use too much, it's gonna give you this flavor profile that isn't what you're going for. Like a little bit goes a long way with white pepper. We're making a chicken yakisoba. I'm waiting for my chicken to defrost. It's pretty much defrosted actually, because yeah, I didn't pull it out ahead of time, but it's okay because imagine you just got home from work, you trying to cook, don't worry, it doesn't take that long. Throw it in your sink, turn the water on, cold, it'll be defrosted quick. Chicken defrosts quick. Chicken and shrimp. What's up, Nick? What did y'all eat today? Let's go ahead and get in here. Now this, I'm gonna do half because I'm not only making one order, right? This right here, this will feed half of my Napa. Size comparison. This will make you like 3 to 4 orders, maybe 5, 6. So I'm gonna cut it in another half. And this is gonna get saved. You can do a rough chop. I'm gonna keep my end part for my stock, so I'll throw that right in there. Throw that right to the side, actually. Roast chicken sounds delicious. What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't get caught not defrosting the chicken. It's gonna be one heck of a job not done. We're all gonna be starving. Now, I would say broccoli isn't technically in yakisoba all the time, but in mine today, it is. Mostly because I don't have no mushrooms. And for some reason, my brain replaced mushrooms with broccoli. But I'm not mad. And then I got myself a yellow onion over here. I don't need that much, but I am going to julienne cut these. All this going in my stock. This onion is not that good. I don't know. I just chose a bad onion this week. So with your julienne cut, you can do them as thick as you want, but I kind of like to do them at the consistency of what my noodle thickness is like. And udon would be the more thick noodle. And then you have ramen, and then yakisoba is more of a thinner noodle, not like rice noodle. But so I cut these just maybe like, I don't know, a centimeter or 2. So in my pan over here, it's a little wet because I just washed it. I'm gonna make sure there's no oil, no water because of the oil. Let me burn myself. I'm getting that backwater boiling also, so I could pre-cook my noodles before I throw them all together. And last thing I have to cut is carrots. So cutting cabbage, this cabbage is super easy to cut. You know, cutting takes a lot of time in the kitchen, and I feel like because cabbage is so good and so easy to cut, I enjoy incorporating it when I can. So I'm going to pull out my mandolin. We're going to go ahead and get some nice cuts. You could do this by hand too, but I'm just going at an angle, getting a carrot cut. And you could really take it to the next level and go ahead and peel your carrots, but you know, you don't have to. You really don't. And this should be enough carrots for my stir fry. Now this is going to be packed. Like if you see all this on here, carrots, broccoli, onion, cabbage, that's a lot of veggies. Like you got a meal for tonight and tomorrow just because all those veggies. So my pan's hot. I'm gonna move my vegetable board away. Goodbye, vegetable board. I don't think I'll need you again. But what you're gonna want to cook in your pan first is your chicken, because that's what's gonna take the longest to cook. So I put a little oil in there. The pan's hot. Oil's getting hot. I'm gonna go ahead and open this chicken here. And these are chicken tenderloins. Feel free to use whatever chicken you want, honestly. It's still a little frozen, but these outer ones are ready to rumble. Now, to know if your pan's ready, my favorite trick is it's gonna start smoking. That's how you know when it's ready. Okay, I gotta deal with that chicken later. But since I already got my scissors right here, you know, if you're a chef and you hate on scissors, that's like a carpenter hating on a screwdriver. They're all just tools, guys, okay? I don't care. But I'm cutting them kind of small. Be careful, okay? I don't really have to take any certain precaution with chicken and how I cut it, because for the most part these are tenderloins. They're already cut with the grain, so when you cut against these tenderloins, you're going to be getting some nice chicken. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Scissors are what they use in Asia. Exactly. I mean, we're making Asian food. Star! Thanks for coming in, babes. We gotta get started. My pan is smoking. I don't know if you can see, but there's some smoke on there. So be careful right now, because when you throw this in, it's gonna go sizzle, sizzle. Now, right now, while it's cooking, you don't really need the sake. That's the thing. With the woks, you want to use the sake so it doesn't stick. And it gives it more of a steaming effect. But technically, I would add it in right now. And this has no seasoning on it. So I'm just going to let it cook. A lot of the seasoning is going to come a bit after. I'm kind of wondering if I brine my chicken first, would that contribute to the flavoring profile? And I'm sure it would. But I'm going to make it how I know how to make it, how I was taught how to make it, and that's how it's going to go. So I'm assuming both of these noodles are the same. We had one hell of a time looking for them. But I did get hot and spicy along with teriyaki flavor, because I was like, let me try both of the sauces. I don't care. I just want the noodle anyways. So I'm going to open the hot and spicy one. Abyss Productions. Why is my name highlighted red right there? Man's natural tool. My teeth. Can't go wrong with those. So these are your yakisoba noodles. They are wheat-based, but they're different from buckwheat in the way that buckwheat comes from a different type of wheat. My water in the back is kind of getting to a simmer, so these are going to be going in soon. And you kind of do this really fast. It's like you got your water boiling, cooking your chicken. You're going to throw your noodles in there. Your veggies are going to cook pretty fast. If anything, the broccoli would cook the slowest, but if you're not scared of broccoli being a little crunchy, like, no fear. Or if you use mushrooms instead of the broccoli, like traditionally it would be, you know, those cook pretty fast also. Yee, appreciate you. You're gonna break my stream. It's gonna go glitch. But right now I am just flipping everything over. We got a nice little sear. It's gonna continue to cook when I throw my veggies in there. So I'll probably temp it towards the end just to be extra safe. Marcel, thanks for coming in. OBS Queen is crazy because I got in a fight with this jester earlier. And then I realized I was the problem. We're a little late, but we love it. I'm still showing up. So around the time you put your noodles in, you could probably put your veggies in. And I really just want this crispiness on all sides. Yeah, I've seen those scissors that have like multiple blades. And I was like thinking about them a little bit yesterday. I was like, what happens when I get to the end of the onion or something? Like, what is this sensation I've never experienced? Sensational. Ugh. So I would make this in a restaurant, and it was probably one of my favorite things to make because of how easy it is, and also, like, there are a lot of easy soups to make in this restaurant, so some of these broths are pre-made, but I don't know. Something about stirring everything in a wok just, like, really excites me. I wish I could have a wok, but I have to go on, like, a camping trip and bring a wok because they won't let me have one here. Something about a fire hazard. Should we get Blackstone to make a wok? Like, wok, no open flame, just, I don't know, you can't have a wok without an open flame. It's unfortunate. Be thinking about scissors. Ewok. Yeah, I feel like that could definitely be a thing. It wouldn't taste the same, but I wouldn't understand why. Alright. So, this is definitely a little golden. Cheers, what do you think? You know? I'm gonna lower my heat down just a bit while it sits there. It's chicken, so I'm not trying to mess around and find out, you know? It's chicken! And put this one back in here. There's a couple more things I want to make today that I haven't gotten to. Ooh, it's a dry mix. Interesting. Ruben, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Ruben. Cute. Are you sure it's chicken? She is talking all about scissors all day. Yo, don't hate on my scissors. Ruben, thank you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my noodles, throwing them in there. They're going to get all nice and warm. This is cooking, and I'm going to throw my sauciest. Let that go off. Go crazy. Go crazy. I think because I'm using a chicken, I'm going to use my chicken stock and give it some liquid to work with since I don't have sake. But I do got chicken stock. Hey man, I appreciate you. Marcel, what did you ask me to do? My brain automatically tunes out information when people ask me to do things, so. Huh, welcome in. It's going. That chicken broth is smelling delicious. And I actually do need my cutting board for veggies again. Come back, my dear. Welcome back. I'm going to take some of these onions. And these are good to put in towards the end because if you want your onions more fresh, you're not going to want to throw them in too soon, or else they will cook and they will disappear amongst the veggies. Throw the chicken in milk with garlic for a bit, and that will basically make it softer on the inside, but you can make it crispy outside and fry it in butter. Well, that doesn't sound very Japanese to me, but they probably would do that if they tried it. That's not how I was taught on this one. But if you're saying that in reply to me talking about making a brine to my chicken, I understand. Alright, so my veggies already cooking. Let's check on the noodles. Already cooking. They're pre-cooked anyways for the most part. So we're gonna go ahead and get in there with some oyster sauce and poison. I just got this. It's not even open yet, hopefully. Honestly, Marcel, I'd be cooking a lot of chicken, so I will take your recommendation. Specifically for this dish, I don't know if that would be traditional, but it would be a fusion in that point. Which everyone in America loves fusion food. They feel right at home. So, I'm thinking about like half a tablespoon, a whole tablespoon in here. Oyster sauce, down, poison, 1-to-1 ratio, so just about the same. Maybe a little more poison. Try it out. See if you like it first. Add as you go. Flippity flippity flip. Some bear onion. I've never heard of bear onion before. You're doing great, kid. Appreciate that. Like, broccoli is, you know, the way it is. We're going to try one of these cabbage pieces because I want to see what this sauce tastes like. I'm going to put my white pepper in a second. It's a lot of poison, so I'm going to put some oyster. Add my white pepper, just a wee bit. Normal poison. It's about a tablespoon for each. It seemed like it was 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Oh no. Well, that wasn't more poison. That was more oyster sauce. 1-to-1 of oyster and poison. That's a lot of poison. Oh, I dropped a chicken. Oh, sad day. I could smell it through my phone. Right, Alright, these noodles are done. So, real quick, what's up, Space Cadet? Hi, good night. There's a lot of noodles. You're just gonna throw it right in there. If you have a strainer, like that's obviously more convenient, but at this point, I'm just trying to do it any way I can without dirtying more dishes. You can go ahead and throw your green onions in. When you add those noodles in too, you might need more sauce. But for the most part, you shouldn't. This should just be tossing. But actually, that was a lot more noodles than I thought it was. I don't want no dry ass noodle. Turn this off. Everything's cooked. But where's my poison? Where's my poison? I want some. I want some. So much for the spoon. It's fine. We're professional. Now, all this needs is some mushrooms, but honestly, we're good. We're good. The sauce is like not mixing. In the wok though, because the wok has like more of a deep inner part, it mixes better. It really does. So I'm kind of interested to see what this yakisoba dry mix is. Let's try some noodle. That's a lot of noodle. May I make a coffee? Sure. Alright. So honestly, I think it needs more oil. Yakisoba tends to be more of an oily like noodle, but that's the only thing it's missing. Really. Truly. Let me get a bowl. Let me get a bowl in here. Use my duck plate. What's up? So we're gonna do it like this. Get a little noodle going. Get some plating action. And traditionally on yakisoba, you will use a Kewpie mayo. That's what it's topped with. Kewpie mayo and ginger. Now I don't have no ginger. That's okay. I got mayo. So Bloodnar, hello. Kewpie mayo though, okay? Should have gotten this. The restaurant I worked at, they just used regular mayo though. And if you could tell, you could tell. Let's not judge my mayo splat. I think I'm running out. But that's about it. I can smell it through the screen. yeah, you guys really probably want some noodles, but see, when you mix it, the mayo gives it more of an oily texture also. So maybe that's what it was missing. Not enough salt? Yeah, we need some MSG in this bitch. I think. What's up, baby? I think if I'm being honest, I overcooked the noodles. If there were Kewpie mayo in here, I'm pretty sure Kewpie mayo has MSG in it. Yeah, you can do that if you want, but that's just to stop it from overcooking, which pretty much, like, if I did do that, it would have been fine. But most of the time, you don't do that. Specifically for udon and yakisoba, you don't need to do that. But depending on who you are, you probably do it different. Also, though, sorry, I'm choking on a noodle. These noodle brands are different, you know? Some of them are gonna have more wheat involved in them, like give them like a starchy texture. And really what you want, these are not the highest quality yakisoba noodles, but they're not bad. Insane. So close up. I mean, I freaking already ate it. It had like sauce on it. Honestly, this is not the color I would like. I think it needs the noodles are supposed to be more yellow. They look kind of yellow, but I don't know what's wrong with me. They look like they should be more yellow. So yeah, how long does this take me? It's gonna be like 30 minutes. I'm gonna be honest. It's almost gone. It's almost gone right now. Good night, Marcel. Appreciate you stopping in. My ThinkPad's running this. Brought to you by ThinkPad. I'm actually gonna make this again later for my boyfriend. He's just not here right now. But round 2 might go better. Better. 26 minutes. That T420. I can't get it. I don't think my boyfriend knows that they put mayo on yakisoba though. I didn't tell him. I don't know his reaction. And if it's without mayo, it's just not the same. Honestly. Suspicious. I want to say traditionally it's served with mayo, unless I was taught wrong. I should really do a fact check. It does hit, especially if you have like the good mayo, the QQ. That Asian mayo is different. And the ginger, when there's ginger with it too, it's really good. But the ginger is more of like a side, like just to eat in between, like sushi. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love carrots. Mayo is like seasoning. You know, I can't hate on mayo. Mayo's been there for me. Truly. Mayo on corn, mayo on sandwiches, mayo on in ranch. Oh, ginger. No, okay. Something about the crunch in the carrot got me right now too. I'm like, this is so soothing. And glizzy? What? You can put mayo on a glizzy? Yeah, you can. I don't think I've had mayo on a glizzy. But if you gave me a spicy mayo, I would put that on a glizzy probably in a heartbeat. I think so. Gotta think about this upon my carrot. Imagine you just saw a horse with a beer and a carrot. Turning around. I'm in the wrong show. Oh, Marcel, did you take notes? Do you need a tutorial? Burrito tokiruyo. Toot. Tut. Mayo doesn't judge. Mayo doesn't judge. Mayo is vegan too. Sometimes. Sometimes it's vegan. Yep. Hot dog with elote sounds fire. Huh, exactly. Mayo. They be putting elote on like almost everything nowadays. I'm kind of really excited to see where this fusion goes. I'm like, elote ice cream could be interesting. Because like cornbread's good. Like I wouldn't put it past people eat carrot cake. No, I think it's possible. It'd be like a mayo ice cream. It might be weird, but it might be good. What else? I think that was really like the weirdest thought of elote being on anything I had. Have I had a meat pancake? Like a flat sausage? Is hummus a good replacement for mayo? I think so, yeah. Definitely when I became veggie, I was eating a lot more hummus than mayo. Mostly because that if you're not making your own vegan mayo, they put a lot of binders in it, and I was like, no, I don't want that. But if you make your own vegan mayo, it's pretty good. But vegan mayo is made from the liquid that chickpeas for hummus are stored in. So it's called aquafaba, the liquid that the chickpeas are stored in. And if you whip that with like an immersion blender, you could make mayo. And see, elote ice cream, like, cause I'll eat spicy ice cream too. Alright, I'll have to take a photo of that, since you said so. I don't even know how to say that. Portabagi Husos Placentia. No, I'm just kidding. Hungarian pancake. There are Asian pancakes too, like scallion. Cabbage pancake. I don't know. I think that's Japanese. We used to make some cabbage pancakes at one of my jobs. And scallion pancakes are pretty good. If they're done right. What's up, Dom? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. I love me a blend. Oh, level up. Get that level up. Hell yeah. Shout out to you, Dom. I see you. Level up in the chat, too. I'm actually going to make Swedish meatballs this week. Tomorrow. I went and got a seasoning I needed. And it was way more expensive than I thought, but I mean, that's how it is. I've been experiencing every time I go get a seasoning that I don't have, it's like, oh, it's not like one of these $3 to $5 seasonings. It's almost $15 for a thing of seasoning. I'm like, oh, to have a kitchen with spices. But I had to get cardamom from the store because apparently that's what the recipe calls for. But Swedish meatballs itself is a combination of ground pork and ground beef. And I assumed it was only beef until I did some research. So I like mixing the meats. Mixing the meats is good. Marcel, I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna have to check out what you're talking about, and I wonder if I could even make it. Pancakes? You can put anything in a pancake. Tell me what you can't put in a pancake. Am I making kimchi soon? Not today, though. I was about to say kimchi in a pancake, too. That's a thing. Yes, texture is very important. Fat, all of that. The profile. Give me the profile of this dish. No, they're beef and pork, yes. And I was almost hesitant to take that extra step of grinding pork because finding ground pork in your grocery store is like something you kind of have to go to your butcher for, at least in America or at least California or something. Or at least I don't see it when I'm out because I'm blind. And I see a lot of ground turkey and a lot of ground beef. So I'm just taking it into my own hands and throwing some pork in a food processor. But Swedish meatballs also, fun fact, is they're traditionally not served with the gravy sauce that you would see like at IKEA or, you know, when you get the little frozen Marie calendars, Swedish meatball thing. Yeah, good times. We're going to try to prove Marie that I could do better or the same at least. But yeah, it doesn't come with a sauce typically. They do the jelly, which is, I forgot what the berry is. What berry do they use? Oh yeah, meatballs definitely are the way to go at some point. Like, especially for dumplings, like ground pork and shrimp is probably my favorite ground meat combo. Just because I grew up on that. Like, it's definitely in Vietnamese food a lot. And I don't know, it's just really good. And I was thinking about that. I was like, I kind of want to make some egg rolls or something. Lindenberry. That's what it was. That's the berry for the Swedish. Shout out to Alyssa. She got that figured out because I forgot. But yes. And I'm trying to think what else is traditionally served with. I think that's what it is. No gravy though. But obviously I'm gonna make a gravy because I'm just a gravy gal. That's all I am. Eating gravy. I feel like I'm saying Lindenberry so wrong. I don't think I'm gonna say it again. Marcel, Is that what your Swedish friend said on how to make them? Hot onion pieces? You mean like I like fry an onion real quick and throw it in there? Kind of like chopped. Cheers, thanks for the fave. I actually already finished cooking and eating. I've done all that. I am gonna make another plate in a bit, in a couple hours, but I was just wrapping up everything here. So tomorrow, what we're doing is Swedish meatballs, and then I'm gonna do something real simple, another simple meal. The crunch wraps from Taco Bell, if you have them. I also had another job that made these. They were vegan, and they called them munch wraps. I was like, I don't even know what to call this thing right now, but I'm calling it a crunch wrap on my menu. Oh, Marcel, you eat your Swedish meatballs with smashed potato and pickles. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not against that. I like smashed potatoes and pickles. Truly. Not Swedish. Yeah, I know. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what I meant. In Hungary. Hungary. Oh my gosh, it's kind of hot in my kitchen. I will not lie. I will not deceive you. I am melting. I wore my compression shirt today, so you can see how buff I am. Just kidding. Just to get the blood flow. Blood flow. I'm obsessed with compression clothing. Like, obviously don't wear it all the time, but compression socks, compression shirts after working out is like, ooh. Compression socks, I need like 2 more pairs. My sister gave me some. She was like, I don't like these. And I was like, because I used to stand on my feet a lot in the kitchen, she's like, these are gonna be good for you. Super shredded. Just kidding. I literally haven't lifted weights in so long. Who am I kidding? I just lift the groceries up when I grab them at the store. They look so good. No, I've been looking at weight benches. Because that's the thing. When you're eating all the time, you gotta be doing some type of exercise. And the most I do is walks and yoga at the moment, which I'm not mad about. But something about weightlifting, it's different. I have a sad little tomato in here. I'm not gonna show you guys. The max of like, it depends on the workout, Marcel. Like, if I'm deadlifting, I could definitely do a lot more weight. That's okay, Urban. You know, the body needs time to rest, and I feel like that's perfectly fine. Like, if I'm weightlifting, just doing curls, I'm probably doing, like, max 15. Like, I never kept going. Like, I don't do bars, though. I don't do unless I'm doing deadlifts. I tried to do back squats, or whatever the heck you call them, but nope, I'm not coordinated enough. That's something I gotta, and the thing is, like, I have to go to the gym for that equipment. That's very good for a lady. I'm trying to get boof, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. What's up, Peter? What's up? Yeah, people at the gym doing like 70, like fucking over breathing, just like, looking like they're gonna fall over any moment. Very impressive. Yeah, I don't do no chest. Like, the most I'll do for chest is like rows. I don't even know if it's for my chest. I feel like that's more for my arms. I'll do rowing or like, I don't even know, what are these called? Like lateral pulls? I feel like that's still not even chest. I just like deadlifting a lot. Something's wrong with me. Wolfman, thanks for the fave. We're having a Modelo. Triceps. Now we're having a whole workout talk. A whole talk on the things I don't know. That I pretend to know, because if I don't, someone will try to teach me at the gym and fork that. Ma'am, let me help you out. Oh, hell no. Go away. Don't touch my purse. Mostly cardio. See, the thing with me and cardio, Urban, is like, I could do some cardio, but then like I'm just burning everything, and I gotta eat so much just to maintain muscle. What's up, guys? It's kind of annoying. That's another thing. If I'm working out, I have to eat a lot, and that becomes exhausting at some point. But I'm still figuring it out. It's a whole relationship thing. Like, that takes time. It really does. For no matter what type of body type you have, it takes time to develop a healthy relationship of working out and eating and mental health. Yeah, increasing stamina is good. Like, definitely, I agree. Stamina and just keeping that heart rate consistent. I miss skating for that. I think I got a lot of cardio in skating. I guess, I don't know, my sister tried telling me that standing is cardio. I was like, really? What's up, Storm? Howdy. Thank God you're over here on Twitch, Marcel. You're just acting so foul. It's because it's freaking like 3 a.m. and hungry or something, and the demons are out. I'm assuming. Is that cognac? No. Slimy, where you been? Literally. It's 11 p.m. I guess that's demon hours. If you wake up early. I'm drinking a Modelo in a cognac cup. Don't judge me. I'm not an alcohol expert. I actually got a job offer. Well, not a job offer. I got a job interview. They didn't give me the offer. But it was as a head chef working with a wine, like a small wine company, to pair wines with food. And they like brought me in, and I was already like in over my head as it was, thinking I could get this job. But you know, having those type of interviews are really important to someone who wants to work in those positions. You have to be there first. You have to figure it out. But I forgot what they call them. There's like names for these type of people that specifically work with wine, as I'm sure there's a name. They're called the same if they work with spirits too and distill drinks. A sommelier, I can't even say the word. I gotta scroll up. Marcel. Noted. Working out. Sommelier. You spelled it wrong, but I know the word now. You got it close enough. It kind of smells in here. It was crazy. It's because I gotta wash my dishes. Sommelier. Honestly, that might be it. But honestly, I'm saying it each way that I'm saying it, and it's none of them sound right. And I feel like I just need to hear someone else say it. Avisa Sombrero. That's my Spanish name. My grandma's maiden name was Cadilla, which means like flatbread. I'm pretty full though. I think. Sommelier. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm gonna have to have it sit down. I like Old Bay. I don't own any Old Bay though for some reason. And we used a mix of oyster sauce, hoisin, white pepper, mayo. Would have used the QP mayo, but I kind of forgot I put mayo in there. You're officially a Tio. Congratulations. Your sister? Sommelier. No. Not coming. Not coming in my brain. Sommelier. Sounds like Spanish. Spanish is good, Marcel. Yeah. Definitely learning Spanish is beneficial. We got 3 different streams running right now. It's kind of insane. Wednesdays are like my most packed of streams, but it's not bad. I feel kind of like none of us really know what's going on, especially Meet Me. They only get bits of what is potentially happening here. We're all just spread out. It feels like I'm in 3 different rooms and like I'm talking into each one of them, but all you guys can hear what I'm saying to each other room, but you don't know what the other rooms are saying. That's what I would describe it as. Like I'm the principal at the school, and it's like everyone report to class, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Actually, you guys, never mind. I'm confused. We're not gonna think about it. They're cameras, but it's all one network. Except you guys. You guys are random out. I know, literally. It might be more convenient for the audience if it were on one platform, but I think depending on how I address what you guys are saying, I think it could make it understood. Like if I take what you're saying, apply it to my reply, then it's like you guys, like each chat knows what I'm talking about, but I don't have enough practice doing that. But I think that could like help mend the streams together, because I don't want to put all your guys' chats on the stream and like flood it. Like no one's gonna pay attention. I wouldn't pay attention. I would be confused. I would have an ADHD episode and probably just leave. Realistically though, you guys are in the kitchen Swedish meatballs tomorrow. I didn't get more carrots. I think I have 2 more carrots. How will I survive? But I feel like most of us, I mean, everyone's on a different platform. Like, a lot of people would go to YouTube before Twitch or Meet Me, you know? And some people would come to Twitch before YouTube or Meet Me. Some people don't want to leave Meet Me. So I feel like I don't know. I think it's a big carrot. It's pretty standard carrot. You know, it might be GMO'd. It says it was organic though. I don't know. I think GMO and organic are not the same thing though. I think it's a way of them pretending to greenify it. But I could be wrong. But for some reason, because I am starting a garden soon, so I spent like this weekend looking at all the seeds, and some of them were GMO, non-GMO, and some of them were organic. And I was like, why wouldn't they be both? Like, why does it have to specify it being organic or non-GMO, but it doesn't say both? So I'm still in the research loop right now for a lot of these things. And I don't know. What does the G stand for? Genetically. But you know what? I think they are different. They're definitely different. Because, like, something can be GMO and organic. That's the thing. I think. I also am from Tumblr. Oh yes. Gang gang. I feel like a lot of Tumblr peeps came to Meet Me. I mean, came to Twitch because of it all. And they, like, a lot of them didn't go to Meet Me. I need to get my phone. We're gonna raid someone right now. Anyone who is in Twitch, I'm throwing y'all in someone's stream because I'm trying to practice doing the raids because I think that's beneficial to people. Let's see who's online though. No one's online. Freaks. I need to follow more people. That stream. Oh my god. Irvin, thanks for coming in. Marcel. Star. Your boyfriend is alive? Should I raid your boyfriend? Is that weird? What's up, gay? I'm done cooking. We're gonna close up shop here right now. I have to get to some cleaning. I appreciate everyone coming in though. Punk, Andrea, Alyssa, Kendall. I think Poncho was in here earlier. It was JD. Justin. That looks like an orange. Okay. I could get behind that. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to use this. I have to follow him first. Bye! Alright. So I'm dropping y'all in Star's boyfriend's chat stream. Star's boyfriend's stream. He's rolling a joint that looks like an orange. Is crazy. But I could get behind that. We love the art behind it. The form. Bye. Bye, chat. Much love, chat. Oh man. Just finished with that stream. I'm freaking done though. I don't know if I'm supposed to like respond in raids. We'd be like, hi. Enjoy the whatever. Oh shit. But I have to use the restroom. I'm back. That was freaking crazy. Oh my gosh, my phone would be dying.